Good morning to you. It is May 5th, 2026, and I am so excited. It's been a long time coming, and still kind of getting over that heat, that mountaintop, if you will, of publishing my mother's words of wisdom. That when I was a child, there were a few things that happened to me that made me question the life that I was experiencing, the life that I was observing, the projection of pain. I knew that something out there loved me, loved us, and wanted us to have a great life, good life. Not that we wouldn't experience things in life, but that we would be able to present our true being, our true selves, that we are beyond our experiences, that nothing defines us because we are undefinable, right? We're not the world. We are chosen spirits here to light up the world, to reflect the truth that we are. And, as I knew that something loved me out there, and that now I know that it's inside of me, it's inside of all of us. I also, like I said, knew that what I was seeing was not the way life was supposed to be. It had to be more to that I believe that God wanted us to have a good life. And so at that time during my childhood, I started changing my mindset. I started realizing certain things, the power of our thoughts, my thoughts, that just saying an affirmation and how powerful it was in action. Knowing that I didn't have to take what someone else said about me. I could literally give it back to them. And I didn't realize that what I was experiencing gave me the tools and the understanding of this generational cycle of pain, and how to better break the cycle of pain with instituting a cycle of love, of bringing it back up, because we are all made out of love. And so I started listening to my mother's words of wisdom. She started speaking then, her voice, about just life lessons, life principles. And I use that along with things that I would hear in radio, songs, movies, whatever it was. I became more attuned to the spiritual messages. Like I said, in film, movies, television shows, Disney, Highway to Heaven, Wonder Woman, all those things that I used to watch, including soap operas and Lifetime movies, and the stories, and learning more about manipulation and things that I didn't want to do, manipulation and blackmail, and more about childhood trauma and pain. And so over the years, I knew that what I was learning was beneficial to my life. As I realized later on that a lot of things I had experienced in life as a child, that what I knew, the truths that I knew, helped me to withstand the storms, helped me to bounce back, helped me to have a strong foundation around me. And as I would coach and tutor and mentor and provide nursing care when I was a practicing nurse, provide care, I would often say, man, if they only knew this. And as we would talk and have these conversations, and people say, if I just knew that as a child, if someone had told me that. And so I knew then that my mother's words of wisdom were powerful. At 14, I remember standing up from the table and was like, man, I'm just so grateful that I had a mother that taught us values, virtues. And again, how people need to hear that. And just over time, just knowing that and going through trying to figure out what I would teach my children, being able to have children. Didn't know I could. And I was able to have 2 children, a boy and a girl, what I had asked for the universe when I was a teenager. And so now is the time where I finally put together those principles, my mother's words of wisdom, 53 of them, in a book. I tried in 2013 and it was like 10 of them. But as I was working through a devotion, I was like, oh my gosh, this is all the, realizing all the stuff that my mother taught us, these principles that I lived by, that I tried to live by. And it's in a book, just released today, the ebook. Soon there'll be the paper book being released as that goes through some final touches. But I wanted to pop in and to let you know all the stuff that I've been sharing through my podcast, through my writings, newsletters, finally putting it in a book that can reach many more people. That if you're looking for how to rebuild your self-trust, inner healing and guidance, and having a transformational mindset with principles, life-giving, sustaining principles, evergreen principles. In the book is space to, and definitely in a paperback. You can always use a notebook, but in the ebook, in the books, there is space for you to write your answers to some really heart searching questions about the principles, about your life, and just an opportunity to really dive deep in the heart. Because as you can see, there's a lot of pain. And that's what my husband told me back in 2020 during COVID. People are in pain. And I knew that. It actually brought me back to my childhood. And here we are 6 years later, having the space, the time, thanking the space and the time, and just the opportunity to put those words of wisdom in a book, to ground them, to allow people to access them. Not just the people I've taught, not just the people I've cared for in the hospital, not just my children, but hopefully in your household, hopefully on your bookshelves, hopefully you'll have access to this information that you can now. It's not about taking what I have. If it works for you, it works for you. If it resonates with you, but it's an opportunity to reflect on the principles that you're living by in your life, an opportunity for inner healing, an opportunity to embrace, to create, to sustain inner harmony and peace, what we need more of in the world, to master our minds towards peace, that we are taking in consideration every thought that we have and putting it in its rightful place, that we are purifying our hearts of those emotions like weeds that can drain us: anger, resentment, betrayal, bitterness, anxiety, shame, guilt, vengeance. All those things can rob us of our spiritual fruit, what we have in us. And whatever it is that we are holding on to, that comes out in everything we do, and how we parent, how we teach, how we coach, how we run our businesses, how we communicate with other people. All of that pain that we're still holding on to can really infect our lives in many ways. So I wanted to, you've probably been seeing postings around, they're out there on my social media, but I really feel like it's so important to take a look at what is in us. What are our beliefs? Because before there are actions, there are beliefs that we have cultivated over time. A lot of it during childhood, socialization about how we should address our lives. And the truth is within each of us. The truth knows no barriers, no age, no culture, no religion, no race, knows no economic status, no past. The truth is the truth. And I believe it comes in many forms. And I am so grateful to understand that it's not just one segment of a truth, but there are so many ways that it can be expressed. And one of them is through books and through speaking, and through how we interact with other people, others. So I hope that you will definitely grab you a copy of the ebook. It's out on Amazon. It's on, I've sent some links, books to read. It's on my website at tamikaschambers.com. And that it will be the opportunity that I believe the world needs to express the true versions of the trueness of ourselves. That we are not our life. We are not defined by life. We are here spirits clothed in human form. So hopefully this will go through. But I just wanted to send a shout out. I know Monday, I didn't speak about on Mondays, and Mondays is when I usually do heart to heart. And this is really pertinent to the heart, that we are not statistics, that to evaluate our beliefs and to take control, inner control, that we have that self-control, and to remember that we have that, and that no experiences define us, and that we have within us the power to make this lifetime great. To, no matter what we've gone through, an opportunity still is here. If we're here, that opportunity is here. It lies within us. So, all right. So I will also be doing a special announcement on my podcast, and kind of linking what I've been doing on there. And otherwise, wish you a great week, a great day. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for reading my posts. And if you feel that anybody could benefit from this, please share. You know how to get in contact with me. I usually will leave that in either one of my posts. My email, tamikaj@aim.com. And take care of yourself. Thank you so much.